Today on the Celestial War.
It's Endgame.
I'll do it.
Endgame Scroll is very different than
Yes.
Game Scroll.
This is it.
In early Game
Damn,
Scroll.
Scroll.
Will they survive? Audio Dungeon.
Evening. It is time for Audio Dungeon. I am your host, Tony Hansen, joined by the rest of the Audio Dungeon crew, Ross Pataro, Dan Isgro, Damian Scro, Brooke Armstrong, Vinny Pro, and Tom Kokoza. And today, once again, we are joined by our guest, Nash, playing Lump. How is everyone doing today?
Awesome.
Good.
Woo.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Raid Rock.
I'm doing well. I don't know how long I'll be around tonight, but I'm doing well.
Want to say thank you to our partners and sponsors, Fantasy Network. Thank you to Dungeon TV, Phoenix Studios, Norse Foundry, and Master Monk. And also want to thank you to our staff, Nick Simone, Steve Keeley, Percival Fairweather, Todd Heaney, Justin Sarachik, Lee House, and Liam Lynch. Guys, we'll be at Nerdfest in late August this year. Check it out. We'll be there. We'll be playing an episode, hanging out with all the fans there, and having a great time. Late August, guys. That's coming up. Guys, today's episode is Season 4, Episode 22.
Wow.
It is entitled Legends of the Fall.
Oh.
That's why are you looking at me like that? It's a great,
Because you're a legend.
it's a great title, man.
Wow. It's great.
I don't. You feel like we're in competition now because you wrote one title?
Yeah,
It was a pretty
one
good
guy's
title,
1 for
Tony.
1, 100% success rate.
Wow.
Wow.
You know,
Yeah. Go ahead.
And
Continue. And the other guy.
And then
The
there's
other
another guy. And then there's another guy.
doing a great job. Doing a great job.
Yeah, great job.
Wow. Nash. What did you?
Legends of the Fall, people.
Nash. What did?
That is an original title that he came up with.
Oh my gosh.
Nash. What were you telling me before today? Tell Rob what you were telling me before today.
About
What's one of the rules that you follow in life? With
rule number 17: you never get the dungeon master mad at you before game night. That's like,
I don't know. Yeah, that's probably good advice.
You got a point.
Hopefully,
Good
I've
point.
already given up maybe a little bit. We'll see. I'm only a couple of rules away, so I'll need more than Tony's kindness at this point.
He knows I'm a non-factor now because basically just bleeding out or not bleeding.
It's just statistics at this point. I don't have to kiss up to him anymore.
All that time, that's what it was. That was kissing up.
You could tell the finale's
my
coming.
God.
Here we go.
Right, Rob doesn't care. You know, here at the end of the whole thing,
Getting
Rob's like,
nuts. It's getting crazy.
whatever. Okay, so obviously I would never do that. I'm just joking around, just in case you do die. And people are like, "Oh, they talked about it." So I'm not killing Rob, not yet.
On purpose.
Guys,
The dice are.
last week you guys journeyed into the dark using magic enchanted into the rod, druidic magic enchanted by the actual world itself of Indaria. You guys went down there and you ran into a bunch of elves, a bunch of drow, and the drow, David's like, "Oh yeah.
No, I thought we were going to do riddles first. Are we playing riddles tonight or no?
Oh yeah, we will. I forgot.
Oh, okay.
I guess I'll do the recap real quick and then we'll go.
All right, that's cool.
Since I've already started. So here we go.
That's it.
So when we last left off, Archie Finn is on the ground. You are far off from everybody else. The Fire Elf is with you, and the Fire Elf is coming back to his senses, but was walking towards the elves because his first worry is that all the drow are still frenzied by his magical power and aura. Okay, so he's like stammering over back to them, which is a long way. If you remember, Thistle had to run for a few rounds just to get over there. So, and he's just like, moving over very slowly. You guys are all there. Super Farmer is coming back to normal. You guys put the rose inside of him, but Findalar and Abyssia are on the floor. They are unconscious. And if you remember, the round opens with the drow going. So the red elf.
we're at 50 likes.
53. We
go.
have
Yes.
53 likes.
53 likes. Okay, so rerolls and enhancements are activated. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
But first,
Woohoo!
some bad guys go. Okay, so we're going to go around and roll to attack anybody if you're on the floor. I mean, there is a chance you're on the floor you could get hit. I'll tell you what, I'm going to target everybody to be fair because there's a flying arrows coming in, but I'm only going to hit you if I roll a natural 20 on you if you're on the ground. If you get hit by this, I mean, it's going to just take you out. So it is.
But you can't use the pink dice then.
I'm not using pink dice.
Okay, good.
Pink dice.
Oh, pink dice.
He's talking about pink dice at
Those
home.
20s that he kept rolling, those Teresa dice.
Yes,
But
Teresa
Rob's way
dice.
over in the distance, right?
What'd you say?
Yeah.
Rob
shouldn't be
Rob is
hit
far
by
away.
arrows.
Correct. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do the shots. So there's no one shooting you right now, so I won't target you because it doesn't make sense. Botorius,
Yes.
you're being shot with arrows. It is a attack of 24.
Miss.
Yeah, I can't hit you unless I roll a natural 20 with them. It's ridiculous.
Can I
Thistle, it's going to be a 19.
Miss.
Nash, you're playing Lumped at 14.
miss? Can I help to shield anyone who's down on the ground?
Nope, you cannot go right now because it is not your turn. Who is
Dan.
left? Dan's up. Okay, so let's hit Dan next. 16.
Miss.
Okay, let's go to Abyssia. Rob, I'm going to roll in front of you because you like to look at my rolls. It's good for honesty. It is a 2. You're fine. Have fun.
I think she needs to change her undershorts right now.
I think new chair. Time
Okay,
for
and
new
we're rolling for
Under
Findalar.
shorts.
Findalar, it is a 17 on you, which means it's a miss. Because you're unconscious on the floor, arrows are whizzing by you, but they're not riding home. And that is it for all their attacks. We're now going to start at the top of the lineup, and that is Mr. Arky Fint. When we last left off, you have 1 against you and 1 for you. You're bleeding out on the ground.
That's correct.
Make your roll.
Here we go. Give me a 10 or higher.
Oh, no.
Rob,
Rob just rolled a
7.
7. So Rob goes down to 2 X's and 1 check.
re-roll.
That's what I was about to say. Should I reroll?
Do we have any left?
Wait, can
We
we
have
do the
4.
lion's healing now or
Wait
no?
for the last one.
I'll wait for the last.
We can't do anything. We're unconscious.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for the
Right,
last.
but if the lion's healing was...
Don't tell him it's metagame.
Line.
I was waiting for our turn.
Wait on it.
Wait. We're okay right now. We're okay right now.
Somebody said about the music? No one told me. Nope. I'm just going to guess. Okay. Okay, guys, so this is a bit of a situation. So, we're going to the music. Botorius, you are up.
Okay. I dig down.
And hide?
And
Hide in the
pull
hole?
it out.
What?
The coin.
Shut up.
Coin. Yes.
Right.
Coin.
I was not expecting that. Boom! I just flipped it. Everybody saw it. Okay. There it is.
Okay, everyone please be quiet. No, nothing said. If you say something, it will be very bad. You cannot help him any way. You can't react to him. You can't laugh. You can't cry. You can't go, you can't do anything.
You sure
If
we might want to cry?
If anyone says anything or does anything, I will
It's possible I'll
apply
mess this
a
up.
huge penalty. We now go over to Damien Scrow, who now must be very precise and say what he wants. Remember, anyone talks, you're gonna have a de-leveling experience. So here we go. Damien, what do you say? You flip the coin. This is a big moment. Completely surprised me here. Wasn't prepared for this.
I don't think any of us were.
Go ahead.
Collector, I need help. I need my companions healed, back to full health, feeling excellent, ready to fight. And I need any foes that are in this area to be gone so that myself and my companions are safe. This is what I ask. I want them all to be awake, alive, healed up to full, and feeling fantastic so that we can continue our journey and do what we got to do.
Okay, you say all that. Okay. Roll T20.
18.
18. Are you going to keep that number?
Am I going to keep that number?
Yes.
I suppose.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah. I don't even know what I'm rolling for right now, so yeah. I guess.
It's a pretty solid number.
It's a solid number. Feel good. It's a good roll.
Okay, for 1 second, all of a sudden you see the rod around you kind of light up, and you feel the power of the rod, but also the collector funneling his way through it, and poof, a yellow amber light goes everywhere, and you see like flashes of the eyes of the collector, like in your mind, and all of a sudden, if you're on the ground, you're healed. You open your eyes. If you're more than 15 feet away, you're fine as well.
Yeah.
I'm having a ball, guys. I'm having a ball. I'm having a ball, terrorizing my friends.
That's how you use a coin. Okay? That's how you do it.
Wow.
Okay? Everybody was on the ground, almost dead.
I thought the
That's
coin
how-
was
that's how you
going
use
to be
it.
the last thing to survive this quest. Past beyond.
That's it. It's
So
gone.
I'm surprised.
Me
So
feel terrific.
you start coming back, and you're having like almost like a nightmare, Archie and the suit reforms,
Oh!
and you open your eyes, and all of a sudden like the suit is working and everything else, and you get up, and you're like you can't believe what's happening.
Yes.
You look around, and you see the fire elf kind of like stop grabbing his head and looks around, and he seems to have like clarity, and the arrows stop firing.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Congratulations for saving your coin for so long into an epic moment.
Thank you very much.
Oh my god.
Couldn't have did it without your
So if anyone
your help.
if anyone doesn't know what the coins are, the coins were given out to the group in season 1, which is like 2 years ago, and everyone used them to get out of bad situations. They're basically like a wish spell. And Damien was the last player character to have a coin.
That's right.
There's one more
There's one
person
more.
in the game who has it, and but player character, and he just used it now. So that was epic.
It was the time.
It was definitely.
I was not expecting that at all.
Not
Well,
a million letters. No.
Sometimes I gotta surprise you guys. You know,
Oh man.
just
Way to go,
that
Botorius.
was awesome, Scrub.
the way I like to play it, and that's how we did it.
That is awesome, man.
Excellent.
Thank you,
Oh,
thank you.
man.
Happy to help.
Okay, so yes, Findalar, you wake up. Abyssia, you wake up. And
Yay!
everything just seems very peaceful and calm, which is very confusing to you. You don't understand.
But we feel terrific.
Yeah, you feel
Fantastic.
terrific. You definitely feel
Feel
terrific.
really, a real positive vibe right now.
Me feel great.
Yeah,
What happened? Did it work?
it worked.
It's
I used the
it's
coin.
not killing anyone. You used the coin?
Use the.
Yes, it was time. Had to be done. You were all dying.
Well, I knew I was. Thank you.
All right, on with it. We don't have much time left.
Okay, you see, Super Farmer is pretty much just like recovering from the rose. The coin basically like helped his recovery, and you see him before that. He was almost like grabbing his chest as like the rose was in, but now that when you flip the coin, it seems like it boosted him up and helped him. So he looks around and he's like,
Excellent.
"Thank you." And he goes over to you, Lump. The farmer puts his hand on your shoulder and he says, "I'm sorry I doubted you. Thank you."
Yes.
It okay. Me, great wizard. Me knew what to do.
If you guys remember the last episode, Super Farmer was like, "Why is this guy here?" Somebody let me know. So
Me glad you feel better.
yes.
Excellent.
So you guys are sitting there, and you see in the distance the fire elf is coming back over to you, and but seemingly a lot more friendly. You guys can role play.
Like I said, we gotta get moving. We're on a clock still. Don't forget.
I think there's a chance that this elf can help us get where we're going.
All right.
I think that it was more than coincidence that led us to him.
You see
He's
the
not trying to kill us now. It's positive.
he's not trying to, that's a plus.
That's a plus.
You see he's definitely not trying to kill you. He's walking over, and you see him coming up to you, and he just seems multiple things you're getting from him. He's at peace. He seems to be relaxed, and he seems to be like in deep regret. You get to read all of that over his face. He seems to be obviously be worried about what he did and how it was going. So he walks up to you guys.
Please, I am sorry. He goes, I've been watching all of you for so long, and I would never have these types of feelings about you when I gave the rose up and I transported it into someone in the overworld, which I see has arrived in this vessel here in the form of the farmer. I remember nothing from that moment to now, and I believe the insanity took over, and I can only apologize for what woe I've caused upon you.
What? Apology accepted. What you've done, what you sacrificed in order for the farmer to come back is immense, and the fact that you are now seemingly in your right mind as well is a bonus to the world. We are here now because we want to try and free the lion.
Yes.
You know he is frozen.
I know everything.
Somewhere near here.
I've been watching you since the very beginning. I've been following you and helping when I could. Because I have sent disciples many times. And I'm glad that you survived.
He walks over to Abyssia, and Abyssia was like, you know, kind of you're kind of dizzying off the effects of being unconscious and all the everything you just went through. He kind of takes your hands, Abyssia, in like a friendly way, and he's like, I have seen you grow, Abyssia, from a fledgling to what you are now. A long time ago here, if you remember, you took the bow that was mine. And from there, you received my strength. But it wasn't my strength that brought you through. It was merely my strength being the guide to unleash your own inner power. And you drew upon that beautifully. I saw everything that you did before and after. And you went from being someone who was scared and frightened to someone who used that fear as motivation to move yourself forward. To the very moment after that, you went back into the Red City and you killed 2 foes with 1 arrow and split their brain in twain. It was truly remarkable. I'm very proud of how far you've come, Abyssia, and that you've bared a weapon that I hold dear, honorably.
Thank you. I took what you said to me to heart. And I'm glad that I did not let you down.
You did not. Friends, we are here at the end of this all. The Celestial War has rang for thousands of years. I have been in the core and the very fires of hell for far too long. And as you can see on my face, now the fire subsides, the disease kicks back. You see the ashen. If you remember when Ergrim, the dwarf, went to hell, he went through the with the obsidian. For being there, he had like the ash and like the rock on his face. And you see, as he's talking to you, which has been happening slowly, because he's a fire elf, he's almost like he's manifested the abilities to use you know, for fire in different ways and whatever else ability he has. But when he stops, you see almost like the ash begins to take hold again. It'll come back. But now we stand on the precipice of the future. You come for the lion. I am in my right mind and I will help you for as long as I can. All that matters is that one of you gets to Dragano in the end to bring him down. And from here till then, I will be the ranger to guide you all. I hope you will accept my service. And again, I apologize.
Yes.
Archie-Fint, you
Apology and service accepted. Yes.
Thank you.
Archie, you walk over if you're if you want to do so.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll say you've been walking over and you come in. He turns around and he goes, Brave gnome, I am sorry for the battle that took forth.
Oh, well, that's okay. We, close foot thing. Sorry if I hurt you any.
No, not at all. I was fine. In fact,
All's well that ends well.
you inflicted almost no damage.
Almost not. We understand, though. These have
Rob just channeled his inner Meat Murphy.
These have been difficult times for all of us.
Dave Collins goes, awesome, I didn't even know a coin was still around. Yep. You know why? Because Damien's been hiding in his pocket.
That's right.
Hoping no one will remember.
Botorius's boot. Just say you're a pack rat. It's all right. You can admit it.
Listen, I waited for the proper time. That's all I can say.
You guys talk with him. We'll move us forward. The elves start coming over, and they seem to be of the same kind of situation where they were frenzied. Almost like taking like something that may be like a normal nuisance, so something that you have a feeling, and amplifying it 100-fold to the point of rage. So somewhere way beyond the point of acting on it. And it basically just took their sadness and what they've been going through. In the next, about a half an hour passes. And in that time, the elves tell you quickly some of the stories about what they went through, and that Dragano came up, and his minions came, and they were fighting off, and they were they were holding the line. They were the first, realm of mortals that had to take them on, and they were fleeing, which they knew they would have to do, and they fled in all different directions. And there is another drow city that is far away from the tree here, and a lot of them fled there. But at the same time, the Triad, the other dwarven civilizations, were teamed up with Dragano. And since that day till now, and still really ongoing, there's been the war of the Dark, which has been like a world war for them, which has been utter chaos. So they've just been fighting that for a long time. And the winner, pretty much, of that war right now is dramatically the Triad. Triad has a lot of strongholds around. They're well fortified, and they weren't attacked by Dragano's minions, at the very start. So they just tell you about it, and you kind of get a sense of what they went through. The Fire Elf tells you about his story about how he went down, and he went into into hell, into the core, and he went with his brother, Elderach, and they were there to try to stop and delay Dragano and any forces, keep away from the tree taking root and closing up the gap into the core, and that was the magical seal placed in by Andaria and placed in by the Elven Lord. Elderach made it out, but he actually had the Fire Elf's bow in his hand, just because due to the circumstances and the fighting they were doing. But when Elderach tried to get back through and was trying to reach his brother, the brother only was able to snatch the bow and didn't snatch his brother, the Fire Elf. So the Fire Elf immediately, knowing much about it from his brother, because they knew it as a backup plan, that there exists a Black Rose. And that's how everyone started to know about it, because Elderach did the research and he knew all about it. So the Fire Elf made his way down deep into the 42nd layer of hell, and where the Black Roses grow, and he received one. And through time, it's gotten very powerful, and it's sustained him and kept him from going insane. He then recently, as you found out, sacrificed that rose using some sort of amplified ranger ability, was able to remove it, and he actually somehow transported the rose into somebody above, and that person was Adrian Cowles, who played recently on the show and got the rose to you guys. So he thought, I'm sacrificing myself, but apparently he never thought that in his insanity rage that he would do everything he did. Right. So he finally made his way out, and he came up, and so you understand the rest. So the elves pretty much talk about what they're going to do next. Some of them want to rebuild, some of them want to make their way back to the other Drow city. They ultimately decide to do that, and the Fire Elf says that he's going to go with you. And I'll take it off of paraphrasing. And if you guys want to start your journey to the Lion, that's what you can do right now. So the Fire Elf says to you, he goes, "So I do not know a fast way to go. I know we do not have much time, but I do have several abilities to increase our speed, so we may run much faster. We will have to run as fast as we can for as long as we can, perhaps to the point of exhaustion, to get there in time before everything happens. The Lion is integral. We must save him."
All right. That's what we got to do.
Unless someone has some other plan to get us there faster.
No, we were actually hoping you had an idea, and
That is the best I can do.
1,000 stars from Derek Luxon, re-rolling against Tony.
Oh,
Right, Derek.
Thanks, Derek. 5,000 stars from Douglas Kramer, Lions Healing, or the others that make a 20, player's choice.
ooh, awesome! Thank you.
Of course, what that is.
Luck?
Collector's Luck.
Champions.
Yes.
Oh, is it? Champions?
Champions
I
luck.
think it's Champions.
Champions
Luck.
I forget.
Yeah, I believe it's Champions luck.
Okay, so I guess
We'll take that.
pick which one.
Sounds pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Well,
yeah.
but, I mean, we don't have to call it now, right?
Plus, we
We
already
don't
have a
have to. We already
Lions.
have a line
We
too.
have a
We have a
Lions.
Lions in the
We can hold that.
Oh,
one.
okay, yeah,
So it'd
sure.
be good to have one each.
Was that one from Douglas?
One.
Oh, yeah, sorry. That last one was, it's from Douglas Kramer.
Awesome.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
Thanks, Douglas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I believe so. I just closed it. If I got the name wrong, let me know. But I think it was from Douglas. Yeah. Thank you so much.
It was a big one from Evan too.
Oh, just today? Go ahead, Nash. You can announce it, Nash.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
I believe it was 10,000 stars.
Oh, wow.
Today?
Yeah, let me back it up here.
Wow,
Let's
Evan,
see.
thank you so much. That's great.
Thank you, Evan.
So that's 2 enhancements.
Evan!
Yeah.
Did he give it in the form of enhancements, or he just gave 10,000 stars?
I didn't see any of that.
It says, well done, guys. 10,000 stars.
Okay, so guys, choose right now. Do you want that to
Wow.
be re-rolls or enhancements? You can choose.
Well,
Reroll.
Rerolls.
Probably we're low on rerolls, right?
well, wait,
We
wait,
have
wait.
4.
So
I'm,
we
I'm
have-
thinking of Lion's Healing.
We have Alliance Healing, right?
Right.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
now you have a champion's luck.
And we have the luck.
And
How
then
many rerolls do we have right now?
and then
4.
10,000's what? That's
4 rerolls.
we have 4 rerolls.
10,000
So
would buy us.
10
rerolls?
re-rolls,
10
or you could do
rerolls.
1 enchantment and 5 re-rolls.
I say 1 and 1.
Yeah.
Well, 1 and 5 rather.
1 and 5. 1 and 5. An enchantment. Another
right.
Lion's Healing. I feel at this point like mass healing is just
Yeah.
so valuable.
okay, sounds good.
Okay, so
Okay.
Lion's healing and
Good
5
idea.
re-rolls.
All
Sounds
right.
good.
Okay, Evan, thank you so much.
Thank you, Evan.
Thanks, man.
Thank
That's
you,
huge.
Evan.
The ancient.
Thank you to everyone who donated. We appreciate it so much. Guys, please like and heart the video, and please share us out. And if you're already not following us and you're getting notifications, put exclamation point notify right into the chat, and you'll be notified every time we go live. So you guys begin this epic journey. It's kind of like that Lord of the Rings moment.
Running.
They ran for 3 days, I think it was.
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah.
So
Just running.
You literally are
Say it.
yeah, you guys are just literally just running forever.
Love run
and
good.
ever and
You
ever.
carry someone if they get tired.
Yeah, you do what you can.
I
So
fly a little bit.
So you guys run. You guys are actually making your way all the way in the dark from the middle where the tree is to and towards the Queen's domain. So you guys are making your way over there. I'm going to show everybody a map of the dark right now. You guys travel for a long time. You are, in fact, exhausted. So what I was drawing for you there is to the right, to the east on that map, was where they're going towards the Queen's lair, towards the Queen's fortress. And that fortress is on the dark. It's above, and it's also below into the core. It spans all levels, and it's obviously gargantuan, beyond gargantuan. You guys make your way over, and you guys have to rest. You come to a point. You guys travel for 12 hours. And you're just literally running and jogging, fast walking, everything you can. There's nothing you can do. You have to burn the time. Please log that down.
Uh-oh.
What are we at?
Ooh, 4 hours? you said?
47. You said we just traveled for
You lost a half hour before, which you took off already.
Right.
And then you just lost 12 hours.
I'm nervous
12.
right now.
Okay,
12
so we're at
hours.
35 hours. Do we take
You're at the point where you must rest, is where I'm showing
At least a
Right.
short rest.
You're,
So-
no, you're
No.
way past that.
Okay.
You're running and jogging and walking fast for
So
12
8
hours. Like,
we got to burn
so we
the
take
8, right?
hours?
you need to rest here.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
That
so
brings
that
us to
brings us down
27.
27.
Okay,
Wow.
so we're going to hold up right there.
I only need 5. I'll rest and then I'll watch.
Okay, so you guys, we're now gonna go to the fire that you guys have created, the encampment set up, and you guys have found like a spot off. And the fire elf's been going around. He's setting traps around the area in case anyone comes near. I imagine Holgar might help with that as well. And you guys are just kind of settling in for the night in the dark. And we're gonna do different shifts. We haven't done this in a while.
No, we haven't.
No, so we're gonna do it. We'll do it in. I mean, I know you were saying you'd be up, but you're all gonna get
Yeah,
the
I
rest.
only need 5 hours.
It,
so.
it doesn't really matter. There's so many of you, so you can do
Okay.
it. So we're just to make this for role play. We're gonna go around in twos. So you'll be 2 of you, and then it'll be how many we have on stream right now up there?
4.
We have okay, perfect. So we'll just do 2 groups of 2s. So the 2 of you can go first in 1 second. I'm gonna set you guys up.
Well, Tom needs to dip out the whole night, right?
Yeah, I don't do watch.
Yes,
I
but
need-
there might be a time in the morning or the end. It doesn't matter.
To watch.
Okay, guys. So you 2 are up by yourselves, and you can role play.
Well, at least we found a good spot.
We still have some time, I think.
I don't know if it's
More
gonna
than a
be enough.
day.
Yeah,
What
it's going to be close.
What are we gonna do when we get there? I mean,
I'm worried we don't have enough fighters or power or strength to get past this.
right? Yeah, that's what I was worrying about. I don't know. I don't know what them. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to help anybody out there.
Well,
When
you
it
got your
comes-
suit now back and everything.
But suit's back actually. Thank you for that one. Good.
Glad it worked
Good
out.
call there. But
Come on, what are you talking about? You've been awesome this whole time. You know, what do you mean you're not going to be able to help? What do you mean by
I'll
that?
do.
Come on, you're one of us.
Yeah. Well,
Come on.
I'll do the best I can.
You have to stay positive about this. I know it's daunting, to say the least, but you know, still got to stay positive. Got to keep moving on until we can't anymore. Right?
Yeah. That's the only thing we could do.
We could do this.
Okay, I'm going to stop you guys. Let's go over. Vin, I'm going to let you choose which two people you want to be for roleplay purposes that are in together, and then we're going to listen to them.
It probably most likely be Finn and Abyssia.
Okay, Finn and Abyssia, so you can roleplay.
We're with Thistle?
Nope. Just the two of you. You're around the fire, and you just happen to be doing a shift together somewhere in the night, the beginning of the morning. Doesn't matter. But this is.
Oh, I thought you meant who I was with. All right, I
No.
misunderstood
Yeah,
you.
that's what I thought you
Yeah,
meant.
I misunderstood you. I don't matter.
Actually, you could do 3. You could do 3. Just jump in.
Well, I'm glad the two of you lived. 'Cause
Yeah.
Thank you.
I had a plan to save one of you. I don't know if I'm going to be able to save both of you, though.
Well,
Thanks, Thistle.
I'm just being honest. He's like, what? I'm just being honest, man.
Thank you both. I don't save money yet.
I'm not lying to him. I'm not going to lie to him.
Yeah. Well,
don't tell us which one. You don't have to be that honest. Hey, look. You know, I know things are probably tough for you. You know, when we left, it looks like it was just kind of you trying to keep, you know, this all going. And so I never got a chance, and I don't know if I'm going to get a chance again. So I just want to say thanks.
There's no reason for that.
Look, when I met you, you were a kid.
You did what you had to
You're not
do,
anymore.
and I did what I had to do.
I'm
as
just saying, man.
as the rest of us.
It's appreciated.
Well,
So,
Mm,
it is.
You know,
I'm
we're
just
probably all going to die tomorrow.
yeah, well, I was
and
kind
I
of
don't-
going to say I was hoping most of us survive, but okay.
I don't know. Look, I don't know what we're gonna do when we get to the lion. Right? We don't even know how he's trapped. Like I think it, just because of the things we've experienced, it might be frozen in time.
I
But
feel like
don't
it's
know.
going to be a combination of both the rod and super farmer, or super farmer using the rod to possibly free the lion.
Oh, see, I just assumed he was gonna be killing everything that was gonna try and kill us. Well, we figured out
That's a very good possibility too.
he's just there to hold them off. You know, but I'm just nervous. I feel like we get into these situations sometimes, and then like.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I was going to correct.
Well, no,
sometimes.
I was gonna say there was a end to this. Sometimes we get into situations we don't necessarily get out of them ourselves, so much as we are, you know, some sort of divine intervention helps. And I don't know if that's gonna happen this time. I don't think we're gonna face Drogano and then like, oh well, you got there, and now like someone else is gonna come in and do the job, and I don't know exactly what we're gonna do. I mean, I imagine that if when we free the lion, he will be there to help us.
Well, we're going to do what
I'm
we
just
do all
nervous.
the time. We're going to continue on and fight our way through it.
Okay.
And make it up as we go.
I'm going to stop you there. Rob, pick one person to jump out, and then we're going to bring in Lump. Pick one person to go to sleep in that group.
To go to sleep. Okay, Thistle goes to sleep. Lump.
Okay, this go to sleep. Lump, you join the Findalar and Abyssia.
Me doing okay. A lot of strange stuff with coins, and me not understand a whole lot, but me know that we will save Andaria.
Well, you are amazingly brave, Lump.
Yeah,
Amazingly
I
brave
can't-
and strong.
I can't. I can't believe that worked, man. I can't believe that worked.
Lumpcast hold person. Great wizard.
You really are a great wizard, Lump. Thank you.
Dave Collins says,
Nice.
eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow we die.
That's it.
Mm.
I'll tell you what, Lump. If we make it out of this, I don't know. Like, I don't know where the limits of your power are. And I know that you've been doing a lot of stuff in your in your community while all of this has been happening. But you probably should actually spend some time and learn about your wizarding powers and really, figure out how you can do that magic. Because you can.
Me had 22 years while you flying around in past, and me figure out how to do big magic. Me raise family. Me understand.
Me cast family. Me cast kids.
Me cast family.
I don't want to see that spell. I don't want to see that spell at all.
Look, I don't know a lot about that stuff, Lump, but I don't
When
think
this
that's the way it
all
works.
over, when this all over, Dragano dead. Me go back. Me help orcs rebuild. Maybe we make friends with elves.
Sounds like a good plan, Lump.
That's great.
Well, I have. If you were in charge of the orcs, Lump, I have a lot of things.
Me gotta be orc king.
Okay, hold it right there.
Into it.
Damien, put one person to sleep, and we're gonna put in the fire elf.
All right. I feel like Finn just needs to sleep, so Finn's gonna go to sleep. He needs the rest.
Okay.
Night.
Finn eventually goes to bed. Fire elf comes up. He sits down.
Hello. I've scouted out the area around us. We seem to be safe. How are you all holding up?
Holding up. Pretty well. We're all curious and confused as to what the lion holds for us. Is there anything else you can share, or any knowledge?
I do not know much about the lion, but I do know much about Dragano. I have witnessed all sorts of things in an incredible amount of time that I spent in the core. And I do believe the end battle will be quite dangerous and difficult. This isn't an attack of raiders, and while the forces of good hide behind the castle walls with defenses, this will be a battle in the domain of Dragano, when he is more powerful than he has ever been. It will be a battle of the ages. I do not know if we can win, but I do know that we must follow a very strategic set of plans. See,
Then you're probably with the wrong group.
that is not comforting. Dragano is very powerful, and Dragano exists like the ancients do on not just the physical plane. They exist in your mind, in your consciousness. And for a time, I could not sense him. And then finally, one day, when I was meditating and harnessing my own powers, I was able to finally reach into that world. And I saw a glimpse of the true power of the ancients and of the immortals. To defeat Dragano, we will have to cease the fire that burns. And I believe you have seen this once before too, for I witnessed it. Somehow, the light was in the sky by the cleric Alabaster. You and your allies nullified Dragano. I do not believe it will be as easy as it was before, but that must be done. He must be extinguished in the physical world, because then, and only then, will the true battle begin. And we must get as many people and souls and consciousness into that world, into the world of consciousness, into the ego world, where in Daria the immortals and the ancients exist, and we must destroy him there, because that is where most of their presence and essence is. It will be arduous, it will be dangerous, and it will most likely take all of our lives to do so.
Okay. How do we begin to do something like that, as far as getting everyone into a meditative state to confront him in the non-physical? Have you had experience with?
I can help you all get there with my guidance. I, a ranger by trade for many years, and spending over 1,000 years in the core and surviving, I have learned to harness and focus my ability to a sort of battle meditation, where I can send my presence, my thoughts out to everyone around me, even my power and my gifts to a point. So, I could help you. I know that you carry the crystal rod, and with it, I believe I can focus my power and help you all get to the plane of ego. When there, you are the only ones that can destroy Dragano. And it's because, from what I know, of what happened to you. The light of the dragon ember is inside of all of you. And that light enables you to wield the rod in such a way that it is possible, I say merely possible, to stop Dragano in that world. But you will not like the next thing I'm about to say. I believe for us to kill an immortal, it is almost impossible. I believe in the physical world, yes, we will damage him. We will cease whatever dark light he protrudes into our physical realm. And if we get to that point, and into the ego world, with whatever help we have or do not have, it will not be simple pain and wounds inflicted upon him. Someone will need to wield the rod and strike Dragano wherever he is, and hope that the magic, the chaos magic around that rod, will produce an effect that will kill him. We must risk everything we can to get to the point that chance, 1 in 10,000, will be enough to destroy the immortal. So you can imagine, even the almighty master of all dungeons has no idea what will happen when we get to that point. Dragano may be empowered by the rod, or your foot may turn into a potted plant or a banana and walk away without you. Yes, I'm weird, but I've been in there for 1,000 years, and I know what I'm talking about.
We put out fire. We get lion first. We put out fire. We get friends. We go in ego world. You give someone rod. They beat Dragano. Then we all go home.
Yes, perhaps as simply put as it could be.
Nice job, Lump.
Okay, we do this.
Abyssia, you are the heart of your group. It's important that you take this information. You prepare everyone.
Okay.
Each of you, as I followed each of you, have their own reason and purpose within the group. Yes, you have fought. Yes, some of you have splits for a long time. But I always sense the cohesiveness in your group, the perseverance of Thistle, the defensive nature of the dwarf and how he keeps the group together. He protects you always. The daring events of hold, escape, speech, Archie Fint. The wisdom of Findalar. And the dedication of Holgar. What about you? Your passion is what keeps this group moving forward. Many times they would have failed if it were not for you stepping forward despite of the fear that you felt. You have the farmer and you have me now, and you have Lump by your side who has shown his bravery, and he's added another element to your group that has not been seen in exactly the same way. Now you are full and complete, and you have my help and those who care for you around you. But they will need all of you. You will need all of them. You all need to amplify your purpose within the group so that we can all survive, if we can, and bring down Dragano.
We will.
Let us get some rest. I believe the farmer is taking the next shift. You see, Super Farmer kind of gets up, like looks around, looks at everybody, kind of just gives like a nod. Seems to be off in his own world, and like walks away to take a shift. The Fire Elf goes to lay down and go to sleep. Okay, guys. You guys rest. You guys wake up.
And we run some more.
Okay, you guys begin your journey through the dark. Once again, you're traveling eastward. and you're basically running for pretty much an entire second day. You burn 12 hours, and you burn 8 hours sleeping.
Oh my god.
Okay? You guys...
A second time.
Yeah, second time. This is what it takes.
Tony, I tell them all that I know on the way.
Okay, so Bistia told you, cues you into the conversation she had with the fire elf. You now know all that information, and I imagine she was descriptive about kind of mostly what he said. At one point, Abyssia, you see the fire elf come up to you the second day, and he kind of whispers quietly to you. Your friend, the farmer. I can feel the energy within him. He is struggling. The rose, I believe, is not enough to contain him. You see, the one I have has survived in the core for 1,000 years, and it is strong enough for him. I do not believe the one that was put there, because I see the same effects upon me. I do not think he would admit it.
What can we do?
We can pray that he holds until the end battle.
Is there a spell that we can cast that would support the power of the rose that's in him now?
No.
Is there any way that we can possibly switch your roses? Would that do you harm?
It would be the same problem in reverse. Just be wary. He is a good man. You can feel underneath he is good. But the power he holds is incredible. It is far beyond the power of a Lightborn. It is. I would not say. Actually, I cannot say how close to an ancient, but I believe it is somewhere in between. It would be a terrible thing to have to fight that. I do not think.
What if he had 2 roses?
I don't think that is possible. I'm not sure.
3 roses.
I do not think that. What about 3 roses? Well, that sounds better. What about 4 roses?
Now you're talking.
Well, now here we go.
3 roses and a stem.
1 for each limb. Just
I, do
item
not,
in.
I would not recommend that we experiment with this. I just recommend that we just be careful. He walks on off to like lead the group once again.
Okay.
Anyone else want to role play this while you're making this journey? You're jogging, you're running, you're walking for a long time. Anyone else want to role play and jump in before we go on to the next
While we're
exciting
still alive.
section? While you're still alive. While you're all breathing
While
oxygen.
we're all still alive.
Yeah. I really thought one of you were going to die before. I did not think you were going to pull out your coin. I'm very I'm happy and also disappointed. I can't help but be both.
I'm sure you'll have another chance to kill us pretty soon.
Yeah.
It's you know what I'll tell you exactly what it is really quick. When I play a game, a video game, like we play Civilization a lot. When we play a board game, I want to win, and I can't help but play a game and try to win 1,000%. It's just how I'm built. But when I win, I'm upset, which perhaps is good for a dungeon master because I have to make sure I'm in the middle. I'm trying to balance it out. So the fact that you escaped, I'm like, oh. But if God forbid one of you died, I would be torn.
Right.
So I need to live in like that yes, I need to live in that barometer. But if I cross over, I'm broken.
Balance.
So it's tough.
Balance.
So yes, I am
That's right.
happy you did that. I am disappointed you did that.
I'm not happy you're disappointed.
Yes. Nash Dungeon Master, so he knows.
Yeah.
He gets
Oh,
it.
yeah.
That man gets it.
That man
He
gets
just
it.
gets it.
I feel like you would be happier if it survived the whole quest and he never pulled it out. I think that's what
yes.
you're
I
going
wanted the ending
Yeah.
of Celestial War.
We had a conversation
where he
about this,
goes to
didn't
the tavern, which somebody said. You
Right,
probably said it.
and
He
they
goes,
take it out
goes to the
and-
tavern, you pay somebody with the coin. I was like, oh, that's how it has to end. That's amazing. But you stole that from me, so whatever.
Right. So, sorry.
Now he's just going to drink an ale from his horn.
Yes, that's definitely as good. Okay. So anybody want to role play? Anybody want to say anything in character? Somebody else that's not just filling somebody in. Do you want to make a role play moment, or we're gonna move forward?
I think I'm
You
good.
know what? I'm going to sidle up to Abyssia as we're walking along.
Okay, go ahead.
Abyssia,
Hey,
how are you
Hogan.
feeling?
I'm feeling much, much better. Thank you. How are you feeling?
Feel fine. Listen, since we've gotten back together, I don't know how to tell you this. But a few years back, when you guys were gone, I ran into your father.
What?
Oh boy.
I saw your father in Arlen.
What? How? What did he say? How did you know he was my father?
We were there on our mission when I was with Kanos. I was there with Harold also. As we were making our way to the Chronomancer's Tower, we made our way into a cave. There was a group of lost sailors in the cave. And your father was among them. When he told me his name, I told him who I was. I told him that we were good friends. I told him that even though I know that you had gone, and I know that you had removed yourself from our timeline, that you were okay, and that you never stopped looking for him. But Kanos couldn't have that. He wiped your father's memory of ever having met me. And he tried to kill your father, and if it weren't for Harold interfering, he would have done it. Your father was okay. We left him there in that cave. But if you needed some extra motivation to take out Kanos, it's there. Abyssea, your father's okay. He knows that
Thank
you
you.
are too.
Thank you, Hogar. I
Listen.
needed that.
I don't know what it is, and I don't know.
Latorius, you have any stories you want to tell anybody?
I can't recall.
I don't know what it is. I could be wrong, but I think out of all of us, you're going to be the one to make it out of this. If it's only one of us, it'll be you. If it's a few of us, you'll be one of them. I just have a feeling that you have some more things to do. When we get out of here, you go find your family, okay?
I will. Thank you, Hogar.
Sure.
I love you like my brother.
Love you
I
too,
always
Abyssea.
Okay. Let's go kill that son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys continue. Anyone else want to role play or talk to anybody?
Lump wanted to have just
Well,
a
no,
moment
just
with
anyone else?
Findalar.
Oh.
Okay. Lump comes over to Findalar.
Me understood what you meant about teaching me magic. He says it's really on the slide down low. He doesn't want everyone else to hear this. And he's like, me youngest son, him want to be wizard someday. You teach him. That what me want. Me good. Me cast fist.
All right. I tell you what. We get out of this. I will teach your son.
Yeah, that good. That what me want.
All right. I appreciate that. Make sure it's done.
And me think Super Farmer, there may be something funny with him. Him look not quite able to handle power again. Ever since him get bros taken out, go back in.
Yeah, I think I noticed something too.
Maybe you talk to him. Maybe try to find out there's some way, maybe him know, that if him go crazy again, you able to stop him, or at least us all help together. Maybe him tell you now before him go crazy again.
Okay, guys.
Smart idea.
Anyone else want to have any kind of roleplay moments? Anybody else want to talk to anybody? I thought you had something to say. I was so curious because you smiled.
No, apparently not. Nobody else has anything to say.
Oh, apparently not.
Oh.
What's going on with you? What's going on? Is something inside happening?
No, not that. I thought this one might want to say something.
Is your rose
Arky, in
giving
these
out,
final
Rob?
moments.
Nope.
No speech?
Go on.
Wow.
Nothing.
Is there anything?
No. Why would I
I
have
wanted
to
to
say?
speak.
I knew something was up because Rob kept looking over at Vin. I was like, what's going on? Why don't you say something to him?
No.
So I'm going to say what's happening. Since this is happening here, so you see him looking at you very like
I don't see much of anything through his suit.
oh, you just see the suit. The suit keeps looking at you. So you know something's up. You've seen that suit enough to know some of the motions on it.
You having some mechanical failure in there? You all right?
Everything's fine. I just thought those. You know, we're good. We're heading to the final battle now. Can you believe it? Us back together. You must be just killing you, isn't it?
It is.
It is.
It is.
You were the one. Oh, I hear the stories. Thistle was the one who carried on all the work. Thistle, right? While others ran to the future, and Thistle was all by himself, just carrying on.
I'm sorry if you went back and you reopened your shop. It's not my fault you went and stayed in the sunken city.
You know, some people criticize me for opening the shop. Other Corny's always getting on me for not running the shop.
Really? We're doing this now? Now.
I'm in your head. I'm in your head.
Tom, I really am. It's killing him. It's absolutely killing him.
Well done, Corny.
I really like how, I feel like you have like Arky has like PTSD almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He literally can't let go of these things that happen. I love it.
Rob is playing a completely different story than
Yes, that is also true.
I gotta say, guys, before this episode's over tonight, we should hit the fan player character actions at some point, because there's some stuff going in there that might affect the whole Corny situation.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, boy.
We'll check it out after.
Just saying.
Corny is a saint.
Let's go back to Arky and Thistle. Go ahead.
Really? Now?
Wow.
We're running. We're racing against the clock, and you're worried about us? This is where your priorities lie?
Well, no, I'm saying this is my top priority. We're here now. I thought you might wanted to say I'm sorry for leaving you alone in the Red City in the middle of the most chaotic situation in history.
We're really circling back to this. Again.
He's sleeping. We're not. We are not circling back to it. Apparently, you've made that quite clear. So we'll go. Maybe we'll see what happens. I save your life in some brave moment. We'll see. I hope that happens.
I don't even know what to tell you anymore. There is nothing I would have done to stay back and help you after what went down in the Red City. Nothing.
All right. Well, we'll see. Hopefully things work out better.
I'm
in this
here.
upcoming fight.
I'm here because the world depends on it. Not because you depend on it, unfortunately.
It was in that moment that Arky Fent learned that Thistle's heart was made of pure stone.
It's not.
It's not?
It's not.
Yeah, your heart is real squishy.
Well, we'll do what we got to do.
Guys, everyone, please put in chat right now. Is Vin's heart... Sorry, not Vin. Well...
Yes.
Yes. You want to Vin?
Yes.
Okay.
That's true.
Okay.
No. You
Is
don't have to.
Thistle's
That's
heart,
true.
Is Thistle's heart squishy or stone? Put squishy or stone. That's what I want to see right now. And while you're doing it, please like this video or please share it out.
Thank you.
Thistle is here to save the world.
Squishy or stone?
Not to
I want to
save
see right now.
I want to do like a super cut of you doing the. I want to just that back and forth as a recap of this week's episode.
That'll be- last week, an audio dungeon. Ooh. Now you're caught up. Here it comes in. So Richard Wild says it's made of steel.
Thank you, Rich.
Mark, thank you.
That's not good.
It's made of steel. Yes, steel's a good thing.
Okay, Mark Shank says it's
also cool.
a
Yeah.
squishy stone.
A squishy
stone.
Kyle
Of
Wright
course.
says Abyssia can crack the stone.
Oh.
Onify says Thistle Heart is made of steel, not stone. Kyle Wright, yeah, squishy filled stone. Derek Luxon says Thistle's lying to himself. And Charles Morrison, I was thinking of this when I said that. I went with the whisper. He goes, and that's when he knew he mucked up. I was thinking of that. Derek Luxon says, this is fantastic. It honestly is a group dynamic that would 100% be real. I agree, too. When they're playing, that's
It is
real.
real.
If we were in some real life in that situation,
It-
this is what I'd be doing, complaining to me.
The thing is, it is real. Rob,
owes me an apology.
Rob has these emotions. Like they're he's home walking around his house. Like this could apologize any day now.
Going on for
I haven't
months.
done it yet. I haven't.
He's waiting for Toadstool to tell him what to do.
Yes. Derek Luxon says malleable stone, more like sponge stone. Richard Wild says yes,
That's
hardened by
the worst one of all.
Richard Wild says
Your heart's
hardened.
made of sponge stone.
He says hardened by events. Matthew Green says squishy with a few hard edges, and Peter Heffernan says squishy stone. So yeah, they're somewhere in the middle. You don't know him like we know him. Squishy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Real squishy.
Anything else you want to say to your robot friend?
No.
To Mr. Swishstone?
No. Well, good luck in the battle. Thistle, I've got your back.
Is that anything but a good luck? What do you want to say? Go F yourself.
I don't need luck. I have plenty of confidence.
There you go.
You didn't wish him luck back. You
Classic.
don't need luck. Wow.
Spongy.
I have a quick question for Vin.
Okay.
What's the name of that feat that you could re-roll ones?
It's not a feat. It's just a.
Lucky.
It's not a feat. Is it a feat? No, it's not a feat. It's an ability.
Oh.
Well, what's the ability then? That's not the point.
It's from Audio Dungeon.
I'm looking for it.
Wow.
Why?
Isn't it like unbelievable luck?
How
or
many
something
times has
like that?
Vinny been saved by the lucky?
No,
crate
there's no
this-
name for it. It's
over
just
this
it's just part of the
campaign?
halfling. It's part of the halfling package.
My mistake.
He was going with the luck. He was hoping it was luck. Is what he was going for.
I see. Okay. Anyone else have any other woes they want to get out? So else, anybody want to make any pleas? Anyone else for emotional connection and to be denied? Anyone else want to do anything?
If the two of them are talking about what happened,
Oh, yes! Let's do it! Let's do it! Let's get it all out! That's it! 3 episodes last, we're airing our laundry. Let's do it! Holgar walks on over!
Emmy nomination tonight. He's going for the Emmy nomination tonight. He wants to get it all. He wants all emotive scenes out.
Let's.
I really.
Welcome to episode 22. We're going to talk about Vin's feelings.
or lack thereof.
Go ahead, Holgar. You woke up the thistle.
no.
Audio therapy.
Yes. Can you survive audio therapy?
I don't know if I'm going to be able to survive audio therapy.
Nope.
So I want to talk to both of them, to Thistle and,
Okay.
and Arky.
So
I wanna just
you
Arky.
walk over on during the end of that conversation where he's wishing him luck, and Vince says, "I don't need luck." Okay.
What are you guys arguing about here?
I don't think you really want to go into it right now.
I heard something about staying in the timeline and what went down at the Red City.
Yeah, we're talking about the Red City.
No. We're not talking about the Red City. Arky's talking about the Red City.
Yeah, that's right. I'm talking about it to you. But you are unbelievable. we were talking about the Red City and how I think everybody has some regrets about how things went down there. And wish they could have done things a little differently. That's all I'm saying, and I think I can speak for everybody when I say that.
Arky, can you tell me what's making you so upset at Thistle?
Hogar's a therapist? is this happening right now? Hogar's a therapist?
Hogar was in prison for 7 years. He had a lot of thinking time. And he read a lot of books. He read a few books on therapy, I'm sure.
I don't think I'm upset at Thistle. What? I'm just saying.
Now who's lying to themselves?
I'm just saying that Thistle.
This is real therapy right now. This has to happen.
That Thistle.
Would you rub his back while you talk?
My father.
Let it
I
out.
mean,
Let it
Thistle.
out. Let it out.
So then,
It's a
They
safe
need
place.
to hug it out.
Rob,
No,
it's a safe place. Go ahead.
Thistle. It's like everything was my fault apparently, and Thistle is Mr. Perfect here, and I was the one who like set the world on a terrible path, and I don't necessarily think that's 100%.
No. You totally misconstrued that. I said that you didn't help the situation. You didn't help the situation. He set the world on a terrible path.
Actually,
Well,
Arky killed Wexel.
Actually,
Tell
I'm gonna
him.
put
Tell
that
him,
out
Arky.
there.
You know,
Listen,
it's more about Wexel. But- yes, Hogar.
I was gonna say, yeah. Everything that happened at the Red City was horrible. Look, Thistle, you seem to be of sound mind now. You seem to be focused and at peace. Arky, I'm concerned about you, though. Whatever happened that day wasn't exacerbated by you, wasn't made worse, and you didn't make it happen. There were a few bad decisions. It was all on me. Please don't be upset with Thistle, okay? You're gonna be upset with anyone, just be upset with me. I can take it.
Well, no, it's very kind of you saying I'm not upset with anybody. I'm not upset with anybody. That's just saying we're all in this, we're all got a big fight coming up. We should all be on the same page. We should all be back to how we were. Blackwater Bandit style.
last I checked, I was still helping and saving everybody here. I didn't come up to you and try to fight you. When Hogar rejoined the party, I didn't try to fight him. I just avoided him. We've been helping each other since we rejoined each other. Doesn't mean I have to be friends with you.
Listen, Arky,
We have a job. This is a job.
as difficult as Thistle is to listen to sometimes, he's right. He hasn't tried to hold any of us back. And since we've gotten back together, even before we've gotten back together, he's been working to help us get this done. The fact is, I'm worried about you, Arky. I want to make sure that you're okay. For your own well-being and for the well-being of the party when we go into this battle. We need you.
Well, to be honest, I don't know how much I'll be able to help, but I'll do my usual thing, I guess. It's, what are we doing?
Yeah. DM, can I hear this conversation at
Yes.
this point? All right, I waited.
Can Lump hear it?
Sure.
Yeah, can
Ar-
we all
Arky,
hear it?
Arky.
Okay.
Awesome.
Arky, look, man, I'm not one for emotion and all that stuff. I really don't get it all the time. I don't know what you're going through, but I feel like you don't know who you are, and I think that's a problem. And I think that's what Hogar's talking about. When I first met you, pick up this rod. I said, finally, I met someone as intelligent as me. You're a brilliant man, brilliant gnome. What? You're a thinker. You're a creator. You build stuff. Stuff works. Sure, you like to shoot things, and that's great. But that's not who you are. Don't sell yourself short. All right? We need you. You're the person who saved all of us. But the first time we thought we were all going to die. You sacrificed yourself for this party time and again. All right? Don't... Look, we all have regrets, God knows. But you're not just a guy who shoots a gun. Okay? Don't think of yourself as that. That's limiting yourself in a way that you don't need to do. Okay? Just need you to know that. All right? You've got more to offer than I think you realize. And wallowing in what went wrong, or thinking about things that happened 22 years ago, how we wish we can change them, isn't going to help. It's not going to help. All right? You built that thing that you're in. You changed the world in doing it. I came back to see that the stuff that you designed is across the world. Everyone uses this tech now. Because of you. Because of your innovations. Because of your mind. Right? That's what we're going to need. We're going to have to figure out a way to free the lion. We don't know how to do that. I'm not going to probably need you to shoot something. I'm going to need you to come up with an idea. Okay? Think about that. Focus on that. Okay?
I'll do what I can.
All right. I hate running.
Okay. Anyone else need to weigh in on emotions?
Lump's just going to drop in a couple of words. He's going to look at Archie Fent and go, Archie, you very smart. You make suit, you fly, you charge into necromancer, blow up in the sky. You survive. You always survive. Somehow. Me not know how. But you good. You make speeches. You inspire. You say things me not always understand, but me know your heart good. Me also know you have an issue with corny. You don't worry about that. Me smash him eventually. But this group, them just not party. Them family. Hogarth, Thistle, them maybe not like each other like brothers mad. Me see it all the time. But them family. We work together. We killed Giordano. We save world. That's it.
Well said.
Yep.
We have 100 stars from Mark Schenk. Sorry, Mark, it finally made it to me. Bribery for Captain Andaria to channel all his powers into the rod to perform a called shot on Dragano with the rod, allowing Captain to pick the one of 10,000 effects. I'm sorry, but...
Tom, better start reading those 10,000 effects.
Yeah.
it'll take you to the last episode.
That's a pretty big ask. Thank you for 100 stars. You're basically just saying, can Tom kill him and win? If I give you this $1, can he win the game?
It's a good idea.
It's a great idea. Can't do it.
So let's go get Lion.
Yes.
Can I just say one thing, Tony?
Yeah, sure. Thank you for the stars, Mark.
I address everyone in the group, and I say,
Talk loud if you can, or put the mic near you.
"Okay."
Oh, that's a lot better. That helps.
I just address everyone, and I say, "My brothers, you all have to remember that we're not only going to be fighting Dragano on this physical level, we're going to be fighting him in the ego, spiritual base world. And for that, I need you all to stay strong in your minds. It's good that we're getting all this out right now. It's important because who knows, maybe one of these negative feelings that you have, Dragano can attach to them and then feed off of them and become more powerful. Now is not the time to hold on to these weighted emotions that will drag us down. Remember the good in each of us. Remember how every single person in this party has given of themselves in some way to save the other. So just stay aware of that and keep that in your heart and keep your mind strong as we go forward. And I love you all. Now let's do this.
Yeah,
it
what'd
gang
she
bang?
say?
That was beautiful.
With Tony's tearjerker music.
Well said.
I was gonna put reverb on the voice too. I couldn't get it on it.
Get on.
Oh man!
It's up to you.
I love me some reverb.
I don't have the way to do that. I can only do it to myself.
Oh shucks.
Choose what you do with the time that you have here, Frodo. It's the picture of Bilbo's hand that stated.
Oh Lord.
Okay, so perfect. Okay, so you guys walk through the dark further towards the eastern forest. The fire elf amongst you guys, not really paying attention, says, "We're here," and you guys look forward once again. As you look forward, you see the forest that was described to you recently, if you remember. By whom?
What's his face who was here before?
Nope.
No, the king. I can't think of his name. I'm drawing a blank.
King Genjin.
Thank you.
That's
King-
who I meant, by the
King
way.
Reginald.
I said, what's his face who was here before?
Yeah.
He was the guy that was here
That's what I meant when I
That's
said,
who
what's
I
his
meant.
face?
Tom, can you blame us when you say
That
what's his
guy.
face?
You know
was
the
here
guy that
before?
we met sometime in the past season that I can't think of his name.
He wears shirts. He has hair.
That guy with the face.
It's kind of tall.
He's maybe like, or somewhere, yeah, like in here.
He's weird here and
Kind
here.
of skinny but
He's not
fat.
quite as up. He's not as low as Okay, so you guys walk. It is raining, as you've noticed. It is thundering, and there's some sort of storm weather system that is happening underneath. The sky is purple, but it's also actually see clouds and moisture above you, and it is raining lightly on you. If anything, the rain probably feels good because you've just been through a lot of stuff, and it maybe feels kind of refreshing to have something a little bit different. You guys
So
look
purple
forward
rain?
to see this forest, and as you're walking, the fire elf kind of like backtracks to where you guys are, and he goes, "Though I have never been here, this place I know is known as either the Grey Forest, or others refer to it as the Dead Forest. But while dead, they say the trees are alive themselves, and that if you walk close enough, they will reach out and rip the life out of you instantly. It is through this forest that we must travel to get to the Queen's domain. Who wants to go first? I'll go second."
Great.
How
Lump, lead the way.
how tall are the trees?
The trees go up to about 30, 40 feet.
Hey, do you think we could fly over them?
You
Do you
could
think
try.
you could track us?
Birds down here?
Track the way
The
they are
rain
from
has
above?
just stopped, so perhaps we could. I could try to sneak us through the forest. I just do not know if everyone will be as agile and stealthy as myself. One of you literally is a walking suit of armor.
I could fly over the forest.
Well, I know nothing about your suit.
Oh,
That's right, I saw you fly. I forgot.
yeah.
We could try to fly over. I do not know the limitations or what would happen. Perhaps it would be fine.
As you say that, so you guys,
Sneak through with you.
you guys get within like a quarter mile. As you guys are standing there looking in the forest, you all of a sudden see like a light, and you look over to the forest, and you see all of a sudden that was not there before, a huge army, a red army, all red knights of the Red City, and there's thousands. You see in the middle there's encampments set up, and they're all like outside. Except the army seems to be not quite as physical as you. Imagine you were taking the opacity of a person, the down to like 50%, like ghostly, and you see that. You could see kind of half through them. Even from this distance, you can tell that. You see half through them and half there. Role play.
Do we see where like
Are they moving?
Yeah, they're not frozen. They just seem to be like moving around and doing stuff.
What are we looking at here?
I believe it's King Genjin's army. This
Them
is
ghosts?
I don't know if they're ghosts or maybe we're ghosts
Them-
or
Them like echoes from time messing up? You would know. Sindelar, you know more about stuff.
I don't think that's what it is. It could be, but I think this might be like a nexus point of time. the king said when he was there, he saw something that he basically described the rod without knowing what it was. He saw the rod there. I think as we get closer, we're gonna get more in sync with them. I don't know for certain, but I think that's my working theory.
Derek Luxon says the Super Ranger is going second. That was a joke. He was joking. He would be going first. He's funny like that. Charles Morrison says dragons would come in handy right now.
Oh yeah.
Fortunately, that's not possible. Okay, so what do you guys want to do?
Are these guys on our side?
Well,
Yes.
I think.
It's
I mean,
them.
it's this is exactly what King Genjin described to me when he said his army was here down here and moving through, and apparently the rod, like Findalar said, was in his army, but he didn't know it was a rod. I mean,
He also said Kanos was in his army.
that is true. Finn was saying that this could be like a chronomancy thing down here earlier, right? That's what we were talking about.
I think it's possible.
So
I think it's possible.
it could be something like the room we went into with the chronomancer, where like both exist at the same time.
I think it might be something like that. The closer we get to where we need to go, the more all points of time converge. And that might be what the lion is frozen in. He's frozen in time. Right? I don't know for certain. But that's I don't know. That's my theory.
Only one way to find out.
You know way to break him free from time.
Well,
we good at break
Right.
things.
okay.
Yep.
Genjin got to him. It's just that he couldn't free him.
He didn't have the rod.
He didn't have the rod. Correct. So
Maybe
I mean,
you smack him with rod, everything okay. You
If
like
we-
hitting things with rod.
I really don't like hitting things with the rod. I do because we have to.
Me think you like it.
I definitely think we need to get closer, though.
Yeah.
So,
we
all
need
right.
to go in.
Let's keep going.
At least follow his army. I
Much
mean,
time.
hopefully the army can protect us too. I don't know. That's if they're even real. Who knows?
So you guys walk forward to your death?
Yep.
Yes.
Is Finley,
We are adamant about walking forward to our death. Yes.
are the grabby
fast as
forest trees
possible.
in between us and the army?
No. The army is right outside of the forest, as if they're like preparing and they've made an encampment outside, trying to think about how they're going to go through.
So the army is between us and the forest.
Yes.
Yes.
They're off.
Correct.
Okay.
Tony, I walk near Finn. He's going to be under my protection
Okay.
for for the upcoming rounds and such.
Gotcha. Okay. You guys,
Lump's going to walk next to Super Farmer,
for
just
protection.
in case.
Okay, so you guys make your way towards the encampment or towards the forest, because you could walk more towards one or the other. Are you walking directly to the encampment or to the forest?
I say we go to the encampment because King Genjin told us he saw the rod with the army. So do we really want to, like, if this is a time thing, do we really want to mess with that?
I don't know, I feel like if it's a time thing, they'll figure out a way to go there. We might be the thing that clears the path for them.
It's
I feel
possible.
like we also don't have time. We're running out of time.
Speaking of,
We need to get to this.
Rob, what are we down to?
Well, if I got it correctly, you said we lost another 8 and 12 hours in addition to the whole day and sleep we just took?
Yeah, you probably wouldn't have been running the entire time or as much, because you don't. I think it was only 3 days, so you might have been less the day before.
Because at the moment I have it down to 7 hours.
7 hours left.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe I mean, if it was I remember I calculated at around like 3 days journey, 4 days journey. But if you're running most of it, you're doubling it up. We could say that maybe you've done it in maybe instead of 12 hours, you did about 8 hours of running, and then you had a rest for 8. So that's
So
probably
We
that's
gained
probably
4,
that's
so it's
probably,
11 hours.
11 hours. Okay.
probably more accurate.
Yeah.
Plenty of time to walk back up to the surface.
We don't-
Basically, he's casting a spell on you to move much faster than your normal rate. So over and over.
All right. Well,
you guys think we get lion free? Lion can take us back. Yes.
Well, one problem at a time.
let's walk to this army, like you're saying, and
Hopefully they can help us get through, or we get them through, whichever it
see what
is.
they got to say.
We
Okay.
go.
Keep moving.
Okay, you guys make your way over to the army, to the encampment.
Yes.
And you begin to just kind of walk up. As you walk closer and closer, it does seem like that effect that I told you about is not quite there anymore. And when you get there, maybe you were just looking at the fog or the wind or something unusual, but they seem normal and real. The only thing that's odd to you now is that this armor on the soldiers looks extremely ancient. And being in the Red City as much as you guys have, you've seen armor around and you know what it used to be like during the beginning of the Celestial War. This is definitely that. So you guys begin to walk up.
So I guess now the question is, do we find Genjin and see if we can help, or do we stay in the back and just continue with the army?
No, I think we should keep moving.
We
Oh, I
should
mean,
go. I don't think we don't.
Yeah.
Genjin doesn't remember talking to us. We don't need to interact with him. We need to go.
That is true.
He saw us in the battle. He didn't see us like in his armies. At least that's what you said.
That is
We
true.
gotta-
That is
Let's
true.
go. Maybe we're gonna lead them in.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys walk up. You see the army is there, and they seem to be like preparing for battle. And some of them are doing drills. Some of them are just getting horses prepared. Some of them are just like putting daggers on and putting their swords on, pick up the shield and such. You guys come along beside them a bit, maybe within like 1,000 feet, and you're walking alongside and going into the forest, or you are meeting them, because it sounds like you didn't know at the very end.
I mean, I feel like we should go in with them. I like at least stay near them. I mean, do we know where the lion is actually, like pinpoint know where he is?
No. You have an idea. You know he's in that valley of mountains. That's all you know.
And do we know how much longer it would take us to get from this point to said valley?
If you went through the forest,
Yeah.
you would probably use most of the remaining hours of that.
Wow.
Going through the forest.
Plus the fact you don't know if you're going to get caught or not by the forest itself.
Yeah. So you know what, Finn, we might have to fly over this forest and over the mountains if we want the most direct route. Right? Is that a logical explanation? I guess.
When we fly over, are we going to be seen by
I'm
anyone more?
I'm sure we will, but I mean, I don't think we have the time to go on foot through the forest and then south, right? And then north
We
again.
gotta hurry.
We have 11 hours at best?
Yep.
I mean, and if we walk there, it's going to take us. Oh,
Well, I can't tell you an exact example because you don't know, so you're guessing. It's got to, looking at it from how far it is, because you were far away, it could take you 8 or more hours to walk through that, at least.
at least. Okay,
That's you moving very fast, yeah.
just. I just want to get an idea. So, I mean, to get to the mountain range alone, it could be 7-8 hours. If we fly over the forest, at least it'll cut the time down. I mean, and then once we get to the mountains, that's a whole nother problem, and we still got to get to the mountains, or over the mountains, or around the mountains. So, at this juncture, I vote flight.
All right.
Okay. Should we go invisible?
That's up to you guys. You guys, you're the magic users.
I don't have to, because I want to have as many spell points available in case.
So then, flight it is.
Can I ask the fire elf if there's anything that we can do to cover ourselves, or if he can?
If we're moving to the forest, I could. There's a number of things that I could do to conceal us. If we are flying above, I would say magic would be the best bet. My brother often would conceal us with his magic when we were traveling into difficult situations.
You have magic. Help us get from here to there.
I do not have the ability to fly.
Finn, I think we just need
Yeah.
to fly and just be done with
Alright.
it.
Yep.
All right.
All right. I can take one person, I guess. Finn. This'll, I guess,
Okay.
is the smallest. I can just carry him.
You could take it. You could take 2. Take Thistle and someone else. Yeah.
Can I take 2 or 1?
I would say you could take 1 person.
So then I'll go with Abyssia because I'm the smallest, and then you could probably carry somebody.
You're probably the hardest to take. You have like full armor
Me.
on. You're a dwarf.
Yeah, you're probably the best bet to go with Arky, because he could probably carry more in the suit than
have Arky
my
carry
weight.
Finn and
or that.
maybe somebody else.
I can cast fly
Finn
too.
and the fire elf, maybe.
I'm going to fly myself. All right. So
Okay.
you.
Tom's taking no chances.
You're probably gonna need to cast like the fly at least like 3 times.
I can cast fly too with you, Finn.
Okay.
Okay, so get three fly spells, and we'll say everyone gets over instead of going through all the details, because you can tell
Okay.
that we already kind of got it already.
Okay.
So I guess it's 1 for 2 for Findalar and 1 cast for Abyssia. Okay. You guys start flying up. Everybody roll perception checks, please.
Perception.
Looking for
17.
15 or above.
17.
Nope.
A natural 20.
10.
Oh.
You guys.
11.
So natural 20. So I'm going to basically tell you everything. I tell you everything, and
Everything.
Everything.
so you fly up into the air. Immediately, you see the forest, vines, trees, branches, or something goes flying out like black tentacles and tries to grab you guys, even from a credible distance.
Wow.
From like hundreds of feet away. Everybody roll D20. As long as you don't roll a 1, you have no problem with these trees.
All right.
20.
17.
19.
7.
19.
Lump?
17.
Okay. So the trees go out and grab you, and you get a taste of what it would be like. When you do that, you see the troops on the ground look at the trees, and they start pointing, and they're discussing it. They also look and see you guys are pointing it out, and you see a couple of like high-ranking officials come out, and they look in the sky, just kind of taking note of whoever you are and what you are, because they have no idea. You guys fly over and fly across. Now, you saw that map, at least some of you did. Are you flying, I imagine, right to the fortress?
Yeah, the most direct route, right? I mean, that's up to Finn because it's how many times he wants to cast the spell. So
Yes.
Okay. So in the middle of that fortress, if you look at me, you have that fortress right here. And then on both sides here, you have the mountains. And you have a path kind of below it. So you guys are going to come in from this direction. So this should be right for you guys. So you guys are flying here. And you believe that there's a space, like a chasm, around the fortress, because the fortress is built on all different levels, from all the way from the overworld to the dark to the core. Do you guys fly and stop at the mountains? Do you guys fly down into the chasm where you believe the lion is held, or do you go right onto one of the levels of the fortress?
I say let's get a view from the mountains. See if maybe we can get a better insight as to where the lion is, or what type of mess awaits us down by the fortress area. That's my goal.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so you guys fly towards the mountains. Guys, you are going to lose 3 plus 1d4 hours of time flying there.
Oh, no.
Who's rolling that 1d4?
Quite a
Rob
bit.
is.
Rob's got it.
Wow, good job.
Rob rolls a 1.
So
Fantastic.
4 hours.
Nice,
Now,
Rob.
during that time, it's a lot of fly spells.
It's 4. That's 4. That's 4. It's 1 an hour. So.
Isn't fly last for 10 minutes?
Oh, is it? Let me double check. I'm sorry.
That
That's a
means-
lot. If
Yes.
That's the case.
6,
That's a
12,
lot.
18, 24 times 2 for Tom, and actually more than that because I don't think that, So you guys fly for. Well, we'll reach this point. To be fair, you guys fly for 10 minutes. You're flying, and now you have a sea of this dead forest below you. Damien sees. Damien knows. so, below you.
Yes.
So now you guys are flying, and you realize you're coming towards the ends of your fly spell. Okay? Role play. What do you want to do? We'll say you have about a minute left, which is fair. You have about 10% of your fly left. I'm going to give you a minute in real time. Because I'm that kind of a guy.
It is 10 minutes. Fly.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
All right. What are we doing?
Well, we're casting it again, I guess.
Okay. You cast fly again.
So we think the lion's there in the mountain area
We think
Yes.
he's beyond the mountain area.
beyond.
Okay, so you guys press on towards the mountain area.
Press on.
You reach the next end where you're 9 minutes in, and you're reaching the end of that, and the clock timer goes down.
Are we just?
So I just want to clarify: are we
Stop the clock.
role playing the fly over the forest? That's
Yes,
what we're doing.
because there's an MP problem.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, this is it's a total time to get there is what you know, and while you're up there, you can kind of see that's how much time it's going to take. Now you're into your second spell casting. So if you're just going to go for a while, we're not going to do this every single one. I'm trying to put you into the flow of what's going to happen every 10 minutes. How many times are you going to allow to get forward to the 4 hours of time until you think you have a problem?
Right. All right. So in 4 hours, it's yes.
4 hours. That's
I'll do it. I'll do it
6
another
casts per hour.
round. I want to see if I can get about a third of the way there. So I'll cast like an hour's worth of fly spells.
Okay, so you guys are an hour there. You know that you have 3 hours left to travel.
All right. I guess
And you're in the middle of this wide forest that stretches for miles in every direction.
I can get us there, and then I'll have depleted most of my magic.
10 stars from Evan Moniz. Can we get a Star Train to buy Tony a new screen protector? I drop my phone every day. I drop my phone so many times. I got really good at catching it with my foot and stopping the impact. Like I developed
Like
a
a
whole
hacky sack.
I developed a whole new skill. That's how much I dropped the phone.
Look, I can get us there. I can get us there, but I won't have much left to do whatever else is necessary, or we can navigate this forest.
Whatever
Blow
you
you through the
think.
forest constantly.
Doesn't look good. But whatever you think, Finn. I mean,
All right, keep moving.
It was then that I knew that they mocked up.
Tony, I want to.
Let's just fly over.
It's been a new day, right? Because we rested and traveled, like, obviously.
Yep.
Okay, so I want to sing a song, and maybe that'll help us all fly.
Traveling song. Yeah.
So I'm gonna, I'm gonna sing a little the Steve Miller Band, "Fly Like an Eagle," for all of us to have the ability to fly like eagles.
Okay.
Okay.
Love like.
song.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna sing. Here we go. I want to fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. The 2 lines I want to use are:
Uh-huh.
I want to fly like an eagle and fly like an eagle. Okay.
Those are
Okay.
keywords.
You sing
there.
your song. Fly like an eagle
Okay.
and like an eagle. Please roll D20 for me.
Okay.
She's learning your loopholes.
Is she?
I know.
We're in a-
I know where your
Just
brain's
fly
going.
like an
yeah.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 12, but I want to use my passionate roll, so that's times 5.
See, I'm getting that out of the way for later.
Oh,
That's exactly
boy.
why.
We're gonna knock this off the board.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so you cast your passionate spell, and guess what? That goes through perfectly. You fly like an eagle, like an eagle.
Wings and all.
All of us.
And what?
What?
That
I
is
said for all of
not.
us.
That's not what the lyrics say. You even said me.
Yeah, you did.
If you want, you can sing it again if you want.
Well,
I mean, so we can
before
hear the
I sang
lyrics.
it, I said my intention. I guess that does. Okay.
No.
So read the lyrics you used. All I'm doing is going by your lyrics.
Okay. All right.
Yep. So you fly like an eagle. You feel like she sings a song, and you all look at her. She's like, "I want to fly like an eagle," and she flies a little faster, and you're like, "Oh,
Oh, that's cool for you.
that's great."
Is she a giant eagle?
No, she flies like an eagle.
Do I have to eat mice and stuff?
No, it's not what the song
You
said.
don't think you're an eagle.
Yes.
Like I thought I was an elephant
I
that
think
time.
I'm an eagle.
Nice, Tony. Touche, Tony.
All I'm doing is doing what you're saying.
Playing the game.
I know.
You got 2 in a row. They were doozies. Okay.
Can't win them all, man. I can't win them all.
No, you have some pretty big win moments. So you're gonna balance it out with the other side of it too sometimes. And this wasn't bad. It's just not what you hoped for.
Yeah. It could have been a lot worse.
It was worse than that. You could have said like, "I believe I can fly."
Yeah.
That would have been bad. Just because you believe it. Don't mean it's true.
If it worked, it wouldn't matter because you just fly right. Okay, so you guys are traveling. Tom, I think you decided to use all of your points or whatever you need to cast 6, 12, 18, 24 times 2, 48. And also, Brooke, on that first cast you do,
Yeah.
are you able to cast it again? Or you just have it once per day? I think it's just once per
No,
day, I
I-
thought.
The fly.
The fly. Well,
It's like a
just
song for you.
would do it after Finn. So.
To the mimic.
No, but
Yeah.
now it's an ability, so it's like a one-time. It's a song right
Oh
now.
yeah. It would be like once a day.
Yeah, so that means that, Tom, you now have the problem that it's going to cast you, was it three casting?
Yeah.
So you got to cast,
3.
so you got to,
Right.
you got to do,
Yeah.
except for the first 10 minutes, you have to do 6, 6, 6, 6, except one of them has to be a 5 instead of 1, 6. So 6, 12, and 24, 24, 24, and 23.
Oh.
71, if I did the math right.
Is it?
71 casts.
Who needs flight though?
Which is 7,
It's-
14, 21,
I can carry
You said
two.
there was
213 spell
gonna be
points.
3 casts of it.
Yeah, no. I'm just rethinking because Brooke doesn't need flight, right?
Neither
No.
does
I
our.
don't need flight. I'm carrying you.
You
Thistle.
got Lump,
Could I
Super
ca-
Farmer, and the Ranger.
I know. I'm just making sure we're doing the math right.
Careful, if you figure it out and you figure out the other way, it's going to get worse.
Yeah, he already estimated 3 casts per.
But go for it.
I was hoping it was in our favor. That's all.
Yeah, figure it out.
No, you're right.
No.
You're right.
I don't want to
You
figure
could
it
be
out.
right.
Don't
No,
ask
you're
too many
right.
questions.
No, you're right.
Stop figuring things.
I'm not.
Math is no one's
I'm
figuring.
not.
This girl does that. Actually.
There is this to consider too
Yeah.
if you're looking to save spell points. The fire elf already said he thinks he could get through the forest okay. I've passed my forest walker abilities, so I might be okay getting through the forest. Does anybody else have any kind of, I don't know, beefed up abilities that may help them go through this thing?
I can.
We can't fly.
High
Super Farmer
dexterity.
Super Farmer says, I can try to survive in it. I believe I could.
Me knock down trees if they get in the way.
Oh, love.
I love his spirit.
And just remember, guys, when you look, just to make it abundantly clear, when you look down to that forest, it is pure
Terrifying,
death.
yeah.
Yes, terrifying. Terrifying.
Yeah.
Just so you
I
know.
can. Okay. If I make us invisible, I can see if these things are still attacking us, and I can make us invisible a lot easier than I can make us fly. That helps.
That means we'd have to risk letting them strike us.
Why don't you just do that to like one of us and we'll test
All
it
right.
out.
I will.
You want it to be me?
Uh,
I'll do it.
Wow, look at
well,
you.
You're.
That's right.
It's
why don't I
endgame.
I'll do it.
Endgame scroll is very different than
Yes.
game scroll.
This is it.
In early game
Damn,
scroll.
scroll.
All right, I'm gonna be a double one because I'm gonna have to cast fly on you by yourself now. So if you're gonna go test it out, you're not gonna be carried by Arky anymore.
You know what? It's,
Well, I don't think I was being carried. I think that we factored that in earlier.
Yeah, no, you were being carried.
All right.
That's
Well,
what
then
we-
I don't know.
Let's do it to. I'll fly down. Let's cast invisibility on someone who's already flying.
Okay. All right. So you want to do it? Is that what you're saying? I'm sorry.
50 stars from Ryan Milner and 10 from Lauren Hicks for the cause. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Lauren.
guys.
Arky, you're gonna go down yourself? Or rather, Holger, you want to go down? Is that what you're saying? You're
Yeah,
flying?
Nick Lurkin says, walk through forest.
I'll double back a bit to separate myself from the group. Then I'll go
All right.
and try to land into the trees onto the forest.
All right.
If I can, I'll report back.
Okay, so you are originally I guess he cast fly on you, so you can fly independently. Is that correct?
Yes. you can
Okay,
fly.
and you cast invisibility.
Yep.
Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Hogar, you fly down into the forest, the dead forest, the gray forest. As you get very close to it, you wonder. You wonder if you will live. As you get close to the forest, as you are flying in, the tentacles move much, much faster than you can maneuver. And you're not targeted by 1. You're not even targeted by 5 or 10. You're targeted by 20, 30, 40, who come up and reach you and grab you. You'll have to make a dexterity save at least 30 times over. You may begin now. That dexterity save will be, they're pretty fast, we'll make it a 15. But you must make, to be fair, in the ridiculousness of this, you have to make 30 saves to avoid.
30.
Should have been me.
I've never
As a
had that
part of
many
my
saves
forest walker
delivered.
abilities, I have advantage on stealth checks in forest terrain. Is that going to help me at all?
No, because you're flying down, and you're not being stealthy because you're flying invisibly. You're just flying down. It's not going to have any relevance.
Okay. What's the check?
15.
15.
If you fail 1, you get caught.
Okay. Okay. That's a suit.
There we go.
Let's get that out of the way real fast.
Yeah, why
Let's have some
not?
drama to this.
Okay. It grabs you. You guys are not aware of this. I see Tom is looking to save the day, but you're not aware of this because he's invisible.
We don't see the things fly up and grab something though.
Oh, true. You do.
Yeah.
You do.
Especially
you do
that
tap.
I
many.
was going to ask.
And the
Do
only
we
other
see that?
person who does see this, it would be Brooke. So Abyssia can see
The invisibility.
Holgar.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay,
you do see him go up, and you see one grab on, and then once one grabs, they all go, and they grab it in the middle, and they just pull him right down into the forest, and he is gone.
Oh.
I don't know what you guys were hoping for that one.
I don't know either.
You just lost a party member. Guys, we're gonna stop right there. Thank you for playing What Are You Doing with us today, and we'll be back
brutal.
next week.